Hello everyone, welcome back to That Badass Life. I'm Saku from Sri Lanka and my husband is Greg from New York City. Today I'm so excited to share one of my favorite places in Sri Lanka, Ambulawawa Tower. I wanted to take Greg there since we first met and finally it's happening. Are you ready to climb to the top? So let's go.
And we're off. Woke up early morning in Kandy to head to Noora Elia with a stop at one of my wife's favorite places, Ambulawawa Tower, as you can see up there. One of the first pictures she ever sent me was her on top of this majestic tower, and I remember it vividly. As we arrived, we first saw this giant swing overlooking the hills of Gampala, so stay tuned to see if we actually took a turn on it. That right there is our tour guide and friend Viraj. We will link his info below in case you are visiting and need a guide. Looks like Dhananjani made some friends, so let's get going on our journey. Ambulawawa Tower, it really resembles something out of a dream or a fantasy novel. It rises over 150 feet into the sky, but the height isn't what makes it so extraordinary. It's the surreal design, the super scary ascent to the top, and the absolutely breathtaking views that make it a must visit and a bit of a mystery. The story of the Ambulawawa Tower begins in the late 1990s, a time when the mayor of Gampala, Tissa Bandara Harath, had a vision. He wanted to create a symbol of religious harmony and unity in this culturally rich part of Sri Lanka. And so, the Ambulawawa complex was conceived, a multi-religious center celebrating Buddhism, Hinduism, Islam, and Christianity all in one place. The complex was designed to be a peaceful retreat where people of all faiths could come together, meditate, and connect with nature. And here we are starting our ascent to the top. Side note, how cute is she and how lucky am I that I get to call her my queen? The Ambulawawa Tower was designed to resemble a Buddhist stupa, but with a twist. The tower's spiraling staircase wraps around the exterior, gradually narrowing as it ascends. It starts wide at the base, and it's almost deceptive because it lulls you into this false sense of security. Oh, this is safe. But as you climb higher, the steps become steeper, the railing becomes thinner, and the spiral tightens to the point where you feel like you're actually clinging to the side of a giant corkscrew, 150 feet above the ground, with people walking alongside you. If you are scared of heights, this is not the place to visit for you. Now, me myself, I don't have a fear of heights. I love jumping out of planes. I'd much rather be falling from the sky than on the earth. But for many, it's definitely a test of courage. There's something really eerie about it. No matter how much you prepare yourself mentally, it can be unnerving. The higher you go, the more you're exposed to the elements. That's one thing I forgot to mention is the wind. I was flying the drone and you just saw the drone getting whipped around in the sky, so I had to bring it back down. Luckily, I got the footage I did. It's not uncommon to see visitors pause and their hands are gripping the rail, as we saw some people. But for those who make it to the top, the reward is indescribable. The summit of the tower offers a panoramic view of the Sri Lankan landscape that stretches as far as the eye can see. On a clear day, you can see the Knuckles mountain range in the distance, the Mahaweli River snaking through the valleys, and the patchwork of tea plantations that make this region super duper famous. The sight is so captivating that it almost feels like a painting, too beautiful to be real. So whether you're a thrill seeker, a spiritual pilgrim, or simply someone in search of an unforgettable experience, the tower offers something for everyone. And now it's time for a little more thrill seeking. Before we get to some bonus footage, of course we had to take a ride on the giant swing. And what an experience it was. Such amazing views. Time to take off and head to Nuwara Eliya, our next stop on our journey. But wait, there's more to see. Pretty much no matter where you are in Sri Lanka, there's always going to be some sort of natural beauty. In all the drives we've taken, the train rides, we've seen some of the most amazing sights ever. We have so much beautiful footage to share with you guys in other videos that we're not even caught up on. This majestic beauty is the Puna Ella Waterfall, which we're looking at from Ramboda viewpoint right here. Now we're headed to Ramboda Falls, which, no words really. I mean, you see why. How beautiful this is. Just Mother Nature doing her thing. And by this time of the day, we were super hungry, so stay tuned so you can see what we had for lunch. And finally, we get to sit down and have lunch, surrounded by beautiful nature. Life is pretty awesome. Ready to have an experience like this in your life? Buy a ticket to Sri Lanka, call up my boy Viraj, and have the most amazing time ever.